What's going on, everyone? Goddrifter here, and welcome back to another um, CarX live stream. This is live stream number 60, and wait, I think I skipped it. Hold on, probably have to change it later. It's either 59 or 60. Um, let's see. This is number. Yep, this is number 60. All right. Um, Hold on a moment. All right, there we go. So yeah. So today is literally just gonna be a chill type of live stream. Um, ay, ay. All right, it's time for some Springstone. So drifting's on, time attack's on, clean points is on. I'm gonna turn collisions off because, not gonna lie, I'm getting sick and tired of people like, oh my god, oh my god, why do you keep on blah blah blah. I was like, oh my goodness. And not to mention, this causes a huge mess. Also, voting will still be on. And also, since it's, well, right now it's later in the evening, so I'm gonna turn nighttime on. Um, you know what? Why the heck not? Collisions and night mode on. Um, ooh, excuse me. Alright, so I'm in my dress competition. Um, yeah, this is a dress, this is a dress competition Toyota Supra. Um, yeah, this is based off the HKS. Toyota Supra. I'm surprised there isn't a virus kit for this car. Like, I will immediately put that mess on the car. I don't care how ugly people say it is, but my goodness, like on a drop of a hat, I would have easily put a virus kit on the car. I mean, then again, this car is not meant to use for short tracks, so unfortunately, I'm able to compete in any Formula Drift tournaments because of one thing only. I tune these cars for literally like wider courses, like Springstone or uh, Springstone slash East Tollgate slash Kami Road, or actually anything that has a wide track that has a wide like this is a very good example. Um, 'Cause, And I'm pretty much we weren't gonna be losing that one. I know that for sure. Um. What? Hmm? Ah. Ay, ay. So today I'm literally just gonna be trying to practice my drifting. So for the most part, oh my god. My goodness. Ay, ay, ay. Like I say, I'm literally just practicing. So, oh my goodness. So yeah, first things first, I probably need to buy a new controller. Uh, Alright. Oh my god. Then again, Spino's actually driven and drifted the Super for that matter. Um, Now, what I want to do, and this is actually kind of a cool idea, is um, every single class I have, it's going to have this type of livery, basically a dress competition livery or like a recreation of some sort. Um, so I already created one for basically class 5 and class 1, which is um, what is mentioning? It will be the Hachigo, uh, which is the Coupe 11. I'm actually planning on changing the way it looks. So yeah, we got a mustard yellow. Okay, let's see if I can find it. Hmm. Hmm. Actually, that doesn't look that bad. Uh, all right. Um, that's the updated look. Uh, okay, now it's time for tier 2, class 2. Um, so I was thinking, and I should do the same thing with, um, like not like a yellowish type of color, but it's like, hmm. Hmm. So the one I want to use is slide performance because if anything, I actually do like their stuff for the most part. Um, hmm. Hmm. Excuse me. All right. Okay. Custom. Um. Let's see. So instead of like having that Lexus look, we're giving an Altezza look. I can tell which is, you can tell the difference between which is by the trunk. Now, normally the IS300 usually came with like an extra taillight, which is that. Um, the Altezza doesn't really have that. They literally have like a literally a extra taillight delete. So that's basically what it is. Um, okay, so that's the real bumper. Let's see, missile, D-Master, custom bodywork, stock. Hmm. I'm thinking of picking. Um. Hmm. You know what? I want to go with the stock one because the stock one's not as bad. Um. Hmm. Yeah, I think go with the R&T. Um. Yeah, RT. Wing. So you got stock, custom bodywork. You got the D Master, and then you got the R&T. I'm gonna go with D Master because that's like a full-on taillight instead of like having a clear taillights. 'Cause, I think a lot of people swap them out for like a Tesla taillights anyways. Hmm. As we, so I need to keep up with that with CarX theme. Um. All right. Hmm. All right. All right. So, okay, so this one's gonna be the Tier 2 CarX. That's a car. It's like tier two competition car. I'm pretty sure that um now I may not be all about speed and stuff, but my goodness, for me, it's all about style. That's basically what it is. Like, the reason why a lot of you guys keep complaining that I'm not that my tuning is wrong, like, and I'm like, guys, the reason why you guys think my tune is wrong is because you guys watch way too much Formula Drift, which is not a bad thing. It's just the fact that you're literally judging someone based off of someone's style. It makes absolutely no sense. Right. Now, there's one thing I haven't done yet, and that is literally creating my own, um, well, dress competition livery for a car like this. Hmm. On second thought, um, oh my goodness, I'm good. um, all right. Oh snap. That's interesting. Let's take out the symmetry, sim, like, um, the symmetry is basically what I meant to say. All right. Hmm. Okay. So find the final one. There we go. All right. So. Now I'm actually kind of curious on about, well, basically we basically the painting of basically extra car parts, like for example the suspension as well as the brakes. And heck, it would be really interesting if we could actually paint the brake rotors on the car. But then again, that's car extras and too stuff. So yeah, it could be possible or impossible. That is, I don't know. Okay. Hmm. Okay. All right. Now, hopefully, now here's the thing. I try to get my hopes up um, in terms of the new stuff. Hey, welcome to the live stream. Right now I'm literally just making my dress comp cars. So literally, um, this all started because literally the only car I had that's like a drift competition car was like my 86, and I literally just made one to a Supra. So, um, yeah, nothing new so far. Um, playing PS4, sick, dude. All right. Hmm. Okay. Oh snap. Here's a car showing your CD. Dang, dude. Now this is actually a recommend. If you have not, now cars doesn't be fun, but if you had not experienced tomorrow 11 a.m., Jesus, dude. So it's kind of like a it sounds like an event usually in the city that usually happens. Um, but depending on where it is, it's basically like, oh yeah, it's this date or this week, and it's like, okay, that's cool. Um, going to Ford. God dang. Okay. Okay. But this is the thing. If you have not experience going to a junkyard or a wrecking yard, then my goodness, you want to know how many cars there are in the same spot? There's a lot. I mean, already been there twice already. But this is what I recommend. I recommend not getting any like good-looking shoes. Like, try your best to at least get something that you don't wear as much. So literally, for the most part, yeah, it's very interesting to say the least. Okay, so the last two are all right. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right. Shoot. Let me stream on Twitch. Yeah, that's a very common thing to see. Like a lot of people going to Twitch for CarX. I usually now this is why I don't now most likely if there's one thing I know for sure is that I don't trend. Like that's one thing I don't do. I don't trend for the sake of oh yeah. I was like, hey guys, look, I'm on Twitch at CarX, which usually I I in fact I barely use Twitch because literally the only time I done that is of a because of a error that actually prevents me from streaming, and it took me streaming error. Okay, but yeah, I normally don't trend for the most part. That's the reason why people literally be like, "Oh my God, you should totally stream this game on Twitch." And and I'm like, okay, you do realize I have other stuff on YouTube, right? Like I don't just have car stuff. I have schedule on so what day and which time. Okay, that totally makes sense. But it actually depends on the person, of course. Wait, hold on, and oh great. Uh, okay. All right. Almost done. I just need to put the main sponsor on literally the hood and on the back of the car. So that's basically it. Hmm. Now I thought I think for tier three and actually class 3 and class 4 is gonna be like the opposite. So like you got my so literally my 8611 coupe. It's like a mustard yellow. This is sort of like a racing yellow, but my Supra is like a bronze-ish type of color. Um, hmm. Okay, I'm hoping I don't mess this one up, cause oh my goodness. Okay. should be right here. All right. Wait, no, I actually messed that mess up. Uh-oh. Well, it's not proportioned wrong. It's just that I actually forgot to what's that called? Oh, great. Nope, I see. I'm messing it up. No. Hmm. But I'm not kidding when I say this. But the amount of people that I see, it's not the amount of people that go to the junkyard. There's the amount of how many front end slash like I even saw I think me and dad literally me and my dad yeah I can speak today. Me and my dad literally saw a truck that was missing a whole cab, and I not kidding. It was legit missing a whole cab. It was literally just half a truck. I was like, man, this poor truck. Ay, ay, and also the amount of like literally like the V35, Z33 platforms I've seen in a wrecking yard. It's insane. Like, in fact, a lot of people literally drove cars like that. They'd be like, "Oh my God, it's probably the best purchase ever," and literally they get pulled over and they can't afford it. So it's like, okay, it's time for me to actually give it to the wrecking yard, and we probably gonna scrap it and stuff. It's like, yeah, actually, it's sad, but it's the straight up truth. That's basically what it is. Um, okay, so it's time for me to pick out. Science 2000 was wrapped around, pulling the junkyard scene there to get it out. It's hard fucking see it in the form. I was no actually S2000 that yeah that literally breaks people's heart. Like I even saw oh my god it was a 350Z and the entirety of the car was like the majority of the car was literally just like dunzo. Like it was pretty messed up. I was like, what the heck happened to this car? And it looked like it had like a bunch of mods added to it. Like there was like a TN sticker, which is pretty old school to say the least. But yeah, it was. I was like, what the heck happened to this car? And then judging by the way it looks like it was like a full-on accident. Like the front end was full-on missing. The engine's missing as well. So I'm like, okay, this person probably had bought another 350Z, but wants literally for a part that they had on the NASCAR. So I was like, okay, let me just take that out instead of um, going with another one. Mm, okay. Do you want a car? No, not yet. Still need to take that test, that bloody DMV test, which I'm ready for. It's just that I'm trying to save my money as much as possible so I can actually take the test. Um, okay. I think the last thing I need is a missile. Wait, there I go. I'm like, do I need a missile logo or do I need a D-Master logo? Actually, that, and then the last one I need is... Wait, I think I skipped it. Wait, no, I didn't skip after all. Okay. Very good. Alright. I mean, I've gone through detail for this before everything else. Okay. I'm not gonna do that to the Sorrow because the Sorrow already has a livery. Um, hmm. Well, technically the Corona doesn't. Like all it has is okay. So in terms of liveries, it has the clean version and there's the Boso Zoku version of that, which I don't know why I had that in the first place. Um, mm, but I do believe I'm gonna keep it a VIP build because why the heck not? Um, so in terms of class 4 on the other hand, I'm actually going to use the Asura M1 or aka the Toyo Baru G uh, BR BRZ GT. Blah. This is a very confusing. I don't know what they say. It's like a Toyo, the Toyobaru FR GTBR Z86. I think that's what it's called. It's a very confusing name for the car like this. Okay, I do have an idea. Put that there. This is usually how you can actually keep the way it looks without like removing a slot. So literally, um, it's kind of like that. So this one is a D Master type livery. Okay, so got version 1, which is literally just that. Version 2, does that have the BRZ front? Guess not. Okay. This is custom bodywork. Okay, so that's totally um that's charge speed. That is a full on charge speed um body kit that they have on the car. Um Missile, I'm not ready to roll with that mess. Um, got rolling track, which is obviously a Rocket Bunny kit. Side performance. Um, okay, this looks straight up something that you can see from Grid 2. Um, but why not? I already went with this body kit, so why the heck not? Want to reset? Um, hmm, hmm. You know what? For now, I'm actually gonna I'll do the other two in a later time, but right now it's time to go ahead and make a lobby because I actually really do. Um, okay, so yeah, this is the super I was talking about. Like it was the reason why I made it is because literally I'm like, should I make a competition type of thing, or it's like, okay, that's not as bad as people think it is. Um, let's see, what time is it? 8:27. Um, so I think in okay, so I'm actually gonna put this into like an hour, but if it's going very well, then I'm probably gonna end it in the like pretty much gonna extend it to like at least like 30 minutes. But all right, so no racing cliches for today because um I mean, then again, I basically ran out of ideas in terms of racing cliches. I mean, then again, there are many things I haven't talked about in terms of racing games yet. But then again, I am legit out of ideas on what to talk about. Alright. My goodness, I love this. Love this color that I picked for the Supra. It's supposed to be like a bronze metallic, not like a burnt orange, but it's like a oh, it's like a rose. It's not rose gold, but it's like a rose bronze-ish type of color. But alright. Alright. But yeah, I'm surprised I haven't recreated the what's it called, the Street Hunter Super yet, which I'm actually kind of surprised about. Oh jeez. Ay, alright. Oh jeez. Don't worry, you're good. I've been reset. I mean reset it, so basically oh god. I do have a vehicle history, so yeah. Oh, god dang it. I already know what it is. It's a 1980s Mark II, which is uh, another one. It's highlighted green with, I think it has pink wheels, if I remember correctly. All right. Let's see. Yep. Oh, wait, never mind. It wasn't pink wheels. I think it's because of my reflection on the car. But my god, that is a ridiculously bright green. I thought I had pink wheels, but I guess it doesn't. It's probably because I think it's because the reason I thought it was pink. Your wheel, the car has pink wheels because your because the logo. It's like, wait, does this car have pink wheels? Like, what the heck? All right. And okay. I guess he lagged out. All right. Hmm. I might need to calm down with these ridiculously powerful cars. I might need to grab a something a little bit tamer. So literally, I'm gonna grab the 8611. Oh well, basically it's not 11. It's a coupe 86, but it's not the 11. It's the Torino. You can actually interchange the parts, so you can actually have a you can turn a Corolla, not Corolla. You can turn a Torino to 11 and 11 to a Torino. That's what I did with these two specifically. Uh, but yeah, same parts, different body style. That's basically what it is. All right. No difference between 85 and 6. The 85 has a single overhead cam versus a dual overhead cam. It doesn't have a uh, what else is there? Uh, it's a literally 100 horsepower difference. So like example, an A5 may or may not have over like 80 to 90 horsepower versus the 86, which had around at least 110 to 180 horsepower, depending on the trim level. And not to mention, it's kind of the same thing with so it's kind of like comparing a Mustang with. It's gonna. Okay. Jesus. Keep in mind, Mouse has actually drifted this car specifically. Yo, hey, welcome to the live stream. But oh shoot, I was actually and also what else is the difference? The 85 is a bit heavier than the 86. Am I on PS4? Yes, yes I am. You know, you could just easily ask what's the actual what's it called? You could easily just ask what the name of the room, and I can actually show you what it is, which is actually let me just pull over real quick. It's right there. This is that a GTR? But yeah, it's literally up at the left hand corner, and there's a room name, and yeah, that's basically about it. And also, you're blinded. I'm blinded by the pigness of that GTR. Oh my god. Also, you need to be an American sir in order to get in. So, um, yeah, that's basically how that kind of works. Oh jeez. But yeah, but other than that, the 85 and 86 are gonna pass on it. No password. It's literally It's public. That's basically what it is. Um, for many people, they'd be like, "Oh my God, this YouTuber actually might have a password." You never know, but and then they found out they don't have a password. And it's like, "Oh, cool, that's sick." This is, ay, ay, ay. So yeah, no password. So you're good. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Can't remember the room. There we go. This like that's basically it. That's all you have to look for. If you can't find it, look under Springstone, because um, that's the way many people actually got into it in the first place. Like they literally just um, 1 minute. Okay. Alright, hey, welcome to the live stream. Oh my goodness. Alright. Now, for those that are wondering why I'm struggling to turn right, it's because literally, and it's also a common with many controllers that usually have it on any sort of occasion. Say it with me, I say it with me. Stick drift. So yeah, there's um and here's the thing, I thought the controller was broken until I've noticed something known as stick drift. I'm like, okay, what the heck is stick drift? And then turns out it is when um basically you have a controller that literally is operating by itself, like you never know what's gonna happen. So literally, like for example, for many of those that have watched me watch me in my GTA live stream. Oh god dang, I think he liked that again. Um, and for those that actually have watched my live streams for GTA, you'll notice that every time I went AFK, I usually got myself into first person view, and you'll notice that my character is walking by itself. Well, that's what stick drift does. Like it literally just happens like that for the most part. Can't find it. Um, okay. Try typing that in. Um, so that way, I say don't type the YouTube live thing. Just type in the first part of my channel's name, then um, go in and type in. And if you see it, then you can join it. If you don't see it, then I'll probably have to make another lobby. Um, Still can't find it. Okay, I probably need to make another lobby. All right, give me a moment. All right. Um, hmm. Then again, I actually want to drift the Flash for a little bit. Okay. So literally, this is what you need to know. Track screen stone, drifting's on, time attack is off, clipping pose is on, collision's on, voting is on, and night mode's on. So literally, 80% of the things are on. So there's, I would say 90, but I don't do time attacks. So there's, well, then again, depending on if like, I feel like literally just driving regular today. Holy crap. Okay. Okay, so this is pretty much a bit different from my Super on my 8.6. again, most people usually don't agree with me when it comes to like, oh yeah, this is probably the coolest car, like car that you can actually afford. And it's like, nah, man, that's belongs to the GTR, man. Like, it's like you're the reason you can't afford a GTR. It's like the reason why you don't like GTRs is you can't afford it. Well, joke's on you. I like GTRs, specifically the 32 and 32 and 34. R35, 12-year-old me is American server. Yes, yes it is. And, oh god, the lag. Okay. Yeah, I think they. I guess hopefully the next update fixes this mess. Like, for example, the desyncing that has been happening lately. Um, so is it all together? Um, you talking about like the spacing? Literally just type it in. There's no spaces for that one specifically. Um, so yeah, it's American server. Um, is YouTube Live space. Wait, no, it's YouTube. Um, it's not punctures on the aperture, but it's like literally two dots together. I completely forgot what it's called. Uh, YouTube Live, Goddrifter247sun space production space C dot M dot. That's about it. Um, and okay, for some reason I'm like, wait, what in the heck just happened? Um, just out of wait, out of notification. Uh, so literally, um, if you can't find it, then my goodness, this is gonna be really difficult. Okay, so this is what you gotta do. If you're in an American server, you should be able to find. Actually, I knew it. You can't find it. Hold on. Okay. I mean, for some reason, I don't know what is going on, but it looks like you can't find it for no reason. Wait, actually, let me go and make another lobby. Um, okay. All right. So literally, um, this is what it's called. It's YouTube Live Goddrifter247sun Production C.M. Um, the Goddrifter247sun part is not all caps. The only thing that's capitalized is the G. The rest is lowercase. So that's basically all you have to look for. But if you can't find it, just look for Springstone in the American server. Um, and make sure if you see literally all this, then yeah, you can actually. That means you're in the right server. So there's that. Oh my god, this is really. I know it's frustrating for you, but it's more frustrating for me because I am literally trying to help, but it's not working for for God knows what reason. Ay, ay, ay. And if I remember correctly, it's also cross-platformed. So, um, yeah, there's that. What the heck? I don't know why my car is turning that way. Okay. Hmm. So yeah, 411. Wait. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Okay. So literally, I could have easily just I could have easily just press the left stick, not left stick, the right left on the D-pad, and it will actually show you what the server is and what the room name is, so many people can join it. But I was used to like just pausing it and then just like, oh yeah, there you go. But I don't believe many people can actually read the words that small, so there's that. And my milliseconds just jumped up to 117. Like I'm literally just sitting there, like, what in the world? Ay, ay, ay. But I'll be very surprised if you can't find it. Which literally I showed everything, ranging from literally the name to I keep telling you guys the server. My God, this game does not want me to add. It's not. It's literally just like, oh yeah, don't worry, just add people. It's totally gonna be okay. But my goodness, my goodness, I'd rather get a full-on freaking torch and pitchfork to be like, fix your servers for God's sake. Oh my God. So yeah, literally, server is American server. Room name is right on the bottom, so you should be able to find it and join it. And if you can join it, just freaking spam the absolute mess out of your X or basically A button to join. That's basically like, just do it. Just spam the absolute mess out of X until you actually got in. Ay, ay. But if it's but if it's impossible for you guys to join, then I pretty much might as well just add you, because apparently this game just not want me to add people for no reason whatsoever. Ay, ay. Okay, so let's do this PC on keyboard. Six go Japan? What? Hmm. Interesting to say the least. MC Nuggets. Oh my god. I know. Oh, McNugget. I get it. It's like, wait a minute. I'm a McNugget. It's like, boy, I'm a Big Mac with extra bacon, extra cheese. What are you talking about? Oh my god. Ay, ay, ay. For those that want, still can't find it? Oh my god. Ay, ay, ay. That is stupid. I don't know why is it not letting you find it. Try resetting it. Not resetting the console. Duh. Try resetting the search, and you should be able to find it. Cause I don't know what's going on. are you on the American server or you're in the European server? Uh, because that's probably the reason why you couldn't find it. Like usually when it comes to like going to different servers, like usually different stuff usually happens. Like for example, um, it's like okay, I can't find you guys. Like, are you guys in a different server? It's like yeah, we're in European server. You don't know? Oh my god. Wait, actually, hold on. Play with M&Ms. Oh my god. Let's see. Just give me a moment. Um, ay, ay, ay. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this how you. Okay, so basically you. Not wait on that. Don't press the L button. Press the R button. There you go. That's how you know which server is which. Um, and then in terms of room name search, just type this in. Boom. That's all you had to do. Look, see. There you go. So I'm like, wait a minute. And it's like, why is it not letting me join? It's like, join it. Um, ay, ay, ay. Okay. So for the most part, my God, this dude is going off the rails. In an RCF? My goodness. This dude is insane. I've never seen anything like this before. Yep, that dude's in a full-on R. This dude is drifting the absolute mess out of that RCF. I mean, I could, but my RCF is not ready for that mess yet. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Ay, ay. Like I say, just press, if you're not in the right server, make sure you press the R, like, literally press, like, can't be right. Now, I don't know what's going on. I'm being honest here, I don't know what's going on. Usually, like, all you do is just find it, and then just join it. That's basically what I had to do. I don't know if it's like, because I know, like, there's no password for this. I know that for sure. Ay, ay, ay. Look, if it's, alright, look. Just this once. I need to know what your gamer tag is. So that way, because this game is getting beyond ridiculous. Like, heck, a dude in PC is literally a guy in PC was able to find it, and literally it's like, oh yeah, like he legit just find it for what kind of what what that what the kind of name is that? Oh my god. That is a very, very. Wait, hold on. Actually, I got an idea. Hold on. I literally spent literally around 30 to 40 minutes trying to help this dude. Oh my god. I don't know why my phone decided to offload my PlayStation app. It's a good name. That makes absolutely no sense. I'm like, what the heck kind of... And it's all capitalized too? My god. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Her name, I freaking doubt it. This is... Ay, ay, ay. Alright, you should be able to get the friend request right about now. Okay. Alright. You can't, still can't find it. I don't know what to tell you because, ay, ay, ay. Like there should be like a green logo now that's right next to the lobby because, ay, ay, ay. And I haven't talked about today's vehicle history yet, which is kind of surprising. Anyway, alright, I might as well just get one of the cars out of the way because I actually wanted to talk about this vehicle for a while. What the heck? Okay. Right. So, literally around the 1990s, there are many vehicles that. Thank you. No problem. Just don't expect this to happen again. Ay, ay, ay. Not to mention, I may or may not be. Here's the thing. I don't usually stream this game every day, but my goodness, this is the most time I've ever streamed literally a game like this. Ay, ay. What else I say? Oh yeah. So literally throughout the 1990s, we had something known as the Gentleman's Agreement, which is literally a bunch of Japanese manufacturers uh, stating that they only built cars that had around 276 horsepower, which around that time sounds pretty decent. I mean, literally the fastest car around that time was the McLaren F1, and the McLaren F1 was literally like around 600 horsepower, naturally aspirated, with no turbos, and it's the same engine that powered the 8 series. So, well, it's either, wait, it's either the 8 or the 6 series. Either way, it's pretty insane, to say the least. But that doesn't mean Honda can have a little bit of fun. So, yeah, Honda S2000, a car that came out around, well, the same year that I was born in, which is literally around 99. Like, that's, like, even though the car was made around 99, it's still a 90s car. So, either way, it still is a perfect vehicle for many people around the world, aka literally America, Japan, and even Europe for that matter. The car itself is pretty self-explanatory. It came with an FC20, which is one of, if not uh, the most powerful engines around that Honda actually made. Also, keep that in mind that the car, and this is actually a true fact, I thought the car had like an inline 6 or a V8 or V10 because how long the front end was, but I did not realize that it was a 4-cylinder under the hood. Yeah, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. It looks exactly like a car that you would put in like 6 in, or V6 for that matter. Um, so yeah, the Honda S2000 actually didn't start as an S2000. Um, now before then, then you had to literally travel back to around the 1960s, and well, in the 1960s they have Honda was making three types of vehicles: cars, trucks, trucks, um, vans, and bikes. It was until Honda decided, you know what? I'm tired of making these trucks and these boring trucks and boring vans. I'm gonna make some freaking cars. So basically, he decided to make a Honda Civic, which is basically it's basically a civilian vehicle, but you can't go wrong with a really good roadster. So the first vehicle they ever built was known as the S600, a small it's not small, it's more freaking tiny, if anything. A tiny, well, you see, it's a tiny convertible that is powered by a Honda motorcycle engine, which, keep in mind, this was the 60s. Most of us, most of the US actually was experimenting with V6s and V8s, and Honda was literally experimenting with motorcycle engines, which is usually known as a CVCC, or basically a really, very, very fuel efficient motor that usually don't make a lot of power, but it is a very, very weird sounding one. But then again, what can I say? It's a Honda. So literally around the late 60s, it came. Here comes the S800, which is actually was better than the S600, but um, it sold pretty well. It didn't sell enough. Now, here's the thing. Around the same time, the Mustang sold not a million copies, a million cars, which that is something that most people had not heard of. And then we jump into Fairy Tale and literally 30 years later, and we had to look at the J concept, which most do not know. The J concept was literally the name for the really uh, strange looking sports car. Basically, the car looks like it doesn't have pop-up headlights. It had fixed headlights that's on the bumper, and yeah, you already know what this is going. Which, good thing they actually changed the way it looks, because I actually do believe the S2000 would have not been would have not been the most favorite of mine. But they changed it with the S2000, so I actually kind of glad they actually did. So the S2000 was a vehicle that was around since 1999, and it ended around 2009. So literally, the car was around for 10 years, which I was actually surprised about, due to the fact that the car itself actually have a lot of, well, inherency from the S600, S800, and yeah, there's also the S2000. So, like I said, the car came in the FC20, uh, either the FC20 or in later years the FC22, which came out around literally the later half of the 2000s, which is pretty pretty insane to say the least. Do I have GTA? Yes, I do, but usually usually I stream GTA around Thursday. So yeah, for the most part, it's kind of like that. Um, it's also the same thing with it's also the same thing with Need for Speed as well as The Crew 2 and many other and a lot of fighting games. Other than racing games, fighting games is like my let's see, no, top three would have been racing game is usually number one. Number two is fighting games, and number three is freaking role playing games. Which is for those I'm about to say nerd. You forgot one thing. I also played GTA, which is legit a blockbuster sandbox type of game. Same thing with any other free roam, any other sandbox blockbuster game that came out before then. So yeah. Now what was I saying? Oh yeah. Um. So the car really got facelift around, I think around 2005 or 2006. So it came with a different set of taillights, different set of headlights, a different front fuchsia, and last but certainly not least, it came with a small wing, which that's usually a that's usually a CR type of thing, which I don't really mind to be completely honest. So most likely, due to the fact that the Z just came out, and here's the thing, I actually do want to talk about the Z, but the Z is Z has a freaking long history. Like seriously, we're talking from literally 1960s, literally late 60s, all the way to today. That's a lot of material to go through. I mean seriously, that's like writing a book report, and you didn't even bother reading the book. Like that's a lot of material to go through. Um, but either way, it's actually is pretty interesting that still to this day, I see a lot of people owning Honda 2000s that are either like track focused or even they even turn those things to show cars, which that is something unheard of. Yeah, you heard me. That's something unheard of. Usually you don't see cars like that turn into like show cars. How am I drifting so good? Uh, I'm literally mashing the throttle for no reason. Also, normally I don't drift like this, but this is a full-on drift competition car, so I need to be. So in terms of a drift competition car, you have to be as smooth as possible. And not to mention, any car can be a drift competition car, as long as you know what you're doing. Oh my goodness. Also, there's no in a nutshell for today because I'm out of games to talk about. Unless you really want to talk about the games that I've played that I never liked in the first place, then I can do that. But then again, I might as well like bore you guys with the way I talk about these type of games is usually is because there are certain games I liked and certain games I hated. Um, you know what? Let's talk about the game I actually hate the most. Um, so yeah. Also, there is a certain game that's about to come out next year. Well, it's not Gran Turismo, I know that for sure. But there is a game that I kid you not, to this day, I refused to play it because of how toxic the community was, or how toxic the players were. So yeah, today's in a nutshell. We're going to be taking a look at Tesla Unlimited 2. Can we do the car beat? Well, originally that was the idea of this lobby, like literally like a full-on year. I'm like, I want to do a car meet. But then again, it turns into like anyone starts drifting. Like, you know what? Rig it. This is a drifting game. Like, what can I say? The GTR was like, oh god, okay, 2 cars are coming. Ay, ay, ay. So yeah, today in a nutshell, never mind. This dude literally just like face first to a wall. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Today's in a nutshell gonna be taking. Oh my god, yeah, I messed up. God dang it. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So today's in a nutshell, we're gonna be taking a look at the game that came out around 2012, and I thought I was gonna like it. Turns out I hated it the entire time. So today, taking a look at Tesla Unlimited 2, which actually was made by Atari, and it was developed by Eden Games, which is the same people that actually made Gear Club, as well as the next Tesla Unlimited game. And they also made the first game for the Xbox, which I was actually surprised because literally, for the PS2 version, it was made by a different company, or say a different studio for that matter. Um, so yeah, wait for dude, let's get started. So yeah, Tesla Unlimited 2, the game that came out in 2012 under Atari, and it was actually one of Atari's last racing games, which kind of disappointed me. Like, I not kidding when I say this, but I rather played the first game for the Xbox 360 slash the PS2 version than that game entirely. Now, for those wondering, why do I not like the test? Why don't I? Bleh, I can't speak today. Why don't I like the Sega game? Well, it's kind of like the same thing with movies. You like the first movie, but the sequel sucked. But then you look at the third movie, it's like, okay, they went back to what that they don't want to add, so you literally like, oh yeah, don't worry, it's fixed. Doesn't change the fact that you actually messed it up with it and stuff for most of us, though. So yeah, there's that. Um, so yeah, Tesla Unlimited 2, you start out as, well, you start in a dream. Yeah, no kidding. You're starting a dream, and a random person literally just gifted you a 2011 to 2013 Ferrari California, which, well, they're wondering, it's one of, if not the worst Ferraris you can ever get in the game. Like, kid you not, I will get a 458 for literally a cheaper price than to settle with something like a Ferrari California. So yeah, you're in a dream, but here's the thing: you thought you were rich. Yeah, you have friends. Yeah, no, forget that mess. Yeah, you end up having a what's that called? You're basically a valet working under a certain company, which they don't tell you what company it is, and yeah, and you almost got fired from your job because you took too long to get the car there. But yeah, I might as well been like, you know what? Fire me. Freaking fire me. I do not care. Like, just fire me from this mess. But Tess is like, you know what? If you can get me to the studio on time, then I may forgive you for that mishap. I'm like, oh. It's like, please, please, just end my suffering. Like, it makes no sense. Like, who in the world just want to drive for this chick? Oh my god. And, oh, it gets worse. It gets much worse. And, here's the thing. You have a time limit, right? But, here's the thing: you have to follow the follow the rules of the road, which means you have to literally. Well, you don't have to because literally, I literally took the best turn possible, and it's like, oh, okay, there we go. And yeah, got there. I was introduced. I was like, no. And then you were given the first car. So yeah, this is, and yeah, that's problem number one. The starting car list. For starters, you're starting with the classics vehicles, which you can easily just swap one of the two out. I see, you can even swap two of the cars out, so you can actually get a diverse range of cars. But no, this game decides, oh yeah, let's give you three classic cars to start off with. So right off the bat, you get the American Ford Mustang, which is the '67 model, which it may be cool and all, but this was known as a Cruiser-Matic, which uh yeah, this one usually came with an automatic, and yeah, the engine's nice, but I just don't like the way it actually handles. Um, then you got the Lotus Esprit, which it probably might be your first mid-engine rear-wheel drive car, but the car is not that fast. And then you got what I actually picked, which is the Lancia Delta Integrate Evolution, which that's yeah, it's a hatchback that's four doors, and yeah, that's basically about it. That's the entirety about the car. So, anyways, you also were given this weird thing that's on the car that you gain money just by doing like reckless driving. You mean by reckless driving? Oh yeah, I meant like jumping, drifting, and near misses. Which it doesn't earn you that much money. Like it earns you at least 100 bucks tops. Which is, I'm over here, I'm like, okay. So is there any races I have to do? Nope, unfortunately, and that's problem number two. These races you need to get licenses for. And by licenses, I meant like full on. I meant like a full on. Oh yeah, you need a full on license for stuff like this. Which, keep in mind. Which keep in mind, you may or may not have bought literally a four car garage, just to just to house those vehicles specifically. And trust me when I say this, I'd rather do. Oh my god. Don't worry, you're good. Go, you're good. What was I gonna say? But my god, you don't believe how friggin' annoyed I was. I'm like, what the heck? Like, I had to literally I had to drive from one drive license thing to another, and God knows how long. Forget that mess. Hello, hey, welcome to the live stream. God dang it, I've lost track of thought. Oh yeah. Um. So yeah, you end up cleaning the. You know what? I'm gonna continue because I wasn't finished with that. Finished with what I was talking about. Um. So yeah, it was friggin' insane on how many people actually like. Okay, and not to mention you start with a two-car garage, so don't be surprised if you have to literally sell a vehicle too, because trust me, I know how that feels. Like it's frustrating, but at the same time, it's worth it. no, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Um, so it's kind of like the same thing with like I'd rather do like Gran Turismo like driving tests than that game's test specifically. And the reason why I say that is because even though at least I was able to actually drive the cars in any way, shape, or form. The test, on the other hand, you had to. You server sick, dude. All right. Um. Oh, jeez. Oh, god dang it. All right. No, no, it's okay. It's okay. Let me just get back on the road. All right. All right. Um. Well, yeah, it was a very interesting thing to do in a game like this. But other than the races, you got tournaments which literally divide into specifically, depending on what class it is. Um, when actually you got literally the class champions, which is literally like how they classify the vehicles. Like for example, like you got classic 4, classic 3, and then you got like off-road 4, off-road 3, and then you got and the most of them all asphalt, which is literally like the modern cars of this time, which literally the Mark 7 just came out, which I don't know why they do that, to be completely honest. What was I saying? Oh yeah. At the same time, I kind of doubt a lot of people actually will go for something like that. But yeah, there is, and I mean there are many missions that you have to figure out what to do because like literally they come and go every so often to a point where it's like, okay, I didn't know what the time is for this mission specifically. So like for example, it's these missions were weird in the game. Like you have to literally tell someone because they suspect him of cheating. You have to be careful when you drive into the destination because they might have car sick, which is that's why jolts the thing. Then you got my favorite mission. You have to take the vehicle into a specific destination, and these cars are really, really insane. Like we're talking ranging from Apollo Gumperts or Gumpert Apollos, or what I say, no, Apollo Gumperts is basically what it's called, to some insane vehicles like Air Adam V8. Um, and I don't count this as a insane vehicle, but you have to drive a Velocity Raw, and you even get the chance to a drive very specific cars. Uh, oh God, okay, yeah, that lied messed me up entirely. Yeah. Oh my God. All right. Hmm. Engine note sounds really familiar. What in the world? Little car meet. Unfortunately, oh, that's an FC. Oh, that's sick. Unfortunately, I had to end the live stream. Like it's literally like it's not lately, but I actually need to actually eat dinner. So not to mention, oh snap. Oh no, it's not an FC. That's an FD. Jesus Christ, dude. All right. So sorry. We had to do that another time. Um. So literally, what's that called? 9:34 a.m. Man, it's literally 9:34 p.m. for me. So I haven't eaten yet. So uh, yeah, there's that. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So not to mention, um, in terms of the rating, um, so overall the game, I giving that mess a C minus to like a D plus because my goodness, that's a like I am not gonna bother explaining the rest of it. You have to like play yourself and keep me at it. My goodness. Um, so what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So in terms of Carlos is not well diverse. In fact, I'm pretty sure I remember correctly. Half the cars is literally in the game. The reason why I didn't like the Carlos, and that's another thing. I didn't like the Carlos as well for Test Unlimited 2 because half the cars are fully freaking recycled, and by that I meant there is the Bugatti Veyron, the Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport. There's a Bugatti Veyron Song Blue. There's um I forgot what the other one's called, but it's the same thing with the Song Blue, but it's chrome and green. Uh, and then there's a Super Sport, which if I know my Bugatti, they're all the same thing. It's just the same thing with the Ferraris. Like you got the 599, you got the fine. How do I have all the cars? Lots and lots of grinding, and not to mention the time attack race as well. You can tell how many, and you can tell by how many drift races I've done. That I've done the most, but the time attack races they're not bad if you have specifically West Coast Arena. You grab a links. You do actually it's my also like it's better to like show you than to tell you because um, basically grab this one specifically. Um, so yeah, Carlos. A lot of cars, yes, a lot of cars are fully recycled from other cars. That's a full on heck no for me. So yeah, I'd say okay. Carlos is not even though the Carlos may not be so bad, but of all the cars I've seen, many of the cars are freaking recycled from like the original counterparts. So yeah, in terms of the car list, that mess is a C because I like diversity in terms of cars, but a diverse in nationality on the other hand, it's another case entirely. In fact, there is bikes that you can't even use, so there's that. So literally, like, look how much I did all that from doing one race. And before you guys ask, no, this is not a glitch. Um, this is actually, that's basically how many people actually have done this. Like, it's like, oh, I didn't know that. They probably didn't realize that, oh yeah, this car is ridiculously fast for what it is. Um, Overall gameplay, it's not bad. I just wish there was a lot more stuff to do. And the freaking fan service, yeah, no, that mess can actually, yeah, they need to keep that mess on the down low. Um, what's it called? Same thing with the characters. Oh god, the characters. Like, if I don't see a majillion versions of the same character, I'm gonna be insane. So, yeah, So yeah, the characters. That's a full-on F. So, yeah, cops. Man, forget the cops. The cops are pretty insane. Like, it's much more insane than the first game. And yeah, that's. Although I like a challenge, I don't want it to be like ridiculous. So yeah, that's an F. You wanna sleep? Okay. So for the most part, overall score, cars as well as the car list, that is a C minus. Gameplay, it's a D. Characters, a full F, and cop gameplay, it's well, it's is there a rank for ridiculous? Like, um, well, yeah, it's an E. This is I don't know if an E will count, but yeah, it's. So yeah, overall score is a C minus. So yeah, that's basically about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Want to see you next. So tomorrow, I'm not gonna stream as much because I have a lot of stuff to do. So yeah, there's that. You can follow my Instagram at Goddrifter247sun Productions. You can follow my Twitter at G27S. You can check out my Discord at Goddrifter247sun Productions Garage and Museum. And last but not least, you can check out my Twitch at G27S. And also, make sure that you hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any new videos and new streams. Uh, that'll be coming in pretty soon. Um, so in terms of next month, um, I am going to start a brand new Let's Play. So, I do believe like tomorrow, although I may not be live streaming, but I'm gonna be live streaming a fighting game, which is a Let's Play I'm doing so far. Um, so for the most part, we have at least 9 characters to go. So yeah, without further ado, hope you guys have a dope Friday. This is Goddrifter to sign off, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.